Hey, so let's talk about artificial intelligence. I mean, you hear the term AI thrown around everywhere these days, right? It's in the news, it's in movies, but what is it really? Well, in this explainer, we're going to cut right through all that noise and give you a super clear, solid foundation for what this incredible technology is all about.
Okay, let's just dive right in. The goal here is pretty simple. We're going to move past all the hype and get right to the heart of what AI actually is and, how it works. By the end, you'll have a clear mental map to make sense of all the AI stuff you see and hear about every single day. So, at its core, this is the textbook definition. But the key phrase you really got to focus on is tasks that normally require human intelligence. We're talking about things like seeing the world, understanding speech, and making decisions. It's not about building a conscious robot, it's about giving a machine a specific, human-like capability.
And here's the thing that might surprise you. This isn't some sci-fi far-off future concept. You are already using AI all day, every single day. That movie your streaming service knew you'd love? That's AI. The route your map app picked to help you dodge that traffic jam? AI. Even the spam filter that keeps your inbox from overflowing? Yep, that's all AI, just working quietly in the background.
So, this leads to a really fascinating question. If we're not just feeding a computer a giant list of rules, how in the world does it actually learn to do all these smart things? Let's pull back the curtain a little and look at the engine that's driving pretty much all of modern AI.
The central concept here is something called machine learning. And honestly, the best way to get your head around it is with a really simple analogy. Just imagine you're trying to teach a toddler what a cat is. You wouldn't give them a dictionary definition, would you? No way. You just show them cats.
And that is almost exactly how machine learning works. Instead of coding in a bunch of rules, you train the system with data. So first, you feed it a ridiculous amount of input, like thousands and thousands of cat photos. Then, the system chews on all that data and starts to identify patterns on its own. It learns what features, like pointy ears and whiskers, all these pictures have in common. And finally, once it's learned those patterns, it can look at a brand new photo it's never seen before and correctly predict, hey, that's a cat. All right, so we've got this core engine, right? Machine learning. Now let's kind of zoom out and see how all these different puzzle pieces fit together into the bigger picture of AI. It helps to think of these concepts as layers, almost like brush and nesting dolls.
So at the very top, the biggest doll, you've got artificial intelligence itself. This is the big, broad umbrella term, the entire field of study, the grand mission of trying to create intelligent machines. Think of it as the whole universe of our topic. Now, tucked right inside that AI universe is machine learning. This is a specific approach to achieving AI, but it's an incredibly powerful one. In fact, it's pretty much the main strategy we use today, the one that's all about learning from data, just like in our cat example. And if we dig just one level deeper, at the heart of many of today's best machine learning systems, you'll find something called neural networks. These are really powerful computer systems, and they're loosely inspired by the way neurons are connected in a human brain. And what they're exceptionally good at is finding really subtle patterns in massive, massive amounts of data. And this slide right here shows a distinction that is absolutely crucial if you want to cut through the hype. You see, all the AI we have in the world today is what we call narrow AI. It can be a genius at one specific thing, like playing chess or identifying cats, but that's it. It can't do anything else. The AI you see in the movies, the kind that can think and learn pretty much any task a human can, that's called general AI. And for right now, that is still very much a distant future goal. Okay, so we've got the core concepts down. But so what? Why does understanding this narrow AI actually matter so much? Well, because even in this specialized form, it is fundamentally changing our world in ways that really do affect every single one of us. I mean, the impact is just staggering, and it's happening across every industry you can think of. In healthcare, AI is helping doctors spot diseases earlier and more accurately than ever before. In finance, it's the thing that detects fraud on your credit card in real time. It's the core tech behind self-driving cars, totally new ways of creating movies and music, and it's even speeding up massive scientific breakthroughs. And if you want to really grasp the scale of this transformation, just look at the economics. We're talking about a projected impact measured in the trillions of dollars. So this isn't just some niche tech trend. It's a fundamental shift in our society, on the same level as the invention of the internet or even electricity. So all of this brings us to a final, really big question to think about for the future. We've seen that AI is amazing at processing huge amounts of data and spotting patterns. So as these systems get more and more capable, what skills,
Things like creativity, real empathy, critical thinking. What skills will become even more valuable precisely because they are the things that remain uniquely human? That's a question we're all going to be answering together. Thanks for tuning in.